gentlemen, boys and girls, softball fans of all ages, hello, and welcome to the Cary Field on the campus of the Beaverbrook Elementary School here in Abington. It's school vacation week, you know what that means. Sports for breakfast, sports for lunch. From 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., we've got live sports for you today. The Green Wave hosts Division I Franklin Panthers. They come in at 3-3 overall. The Green Wave at 2-2. They have defeated Walpole and Braintree, falling to East Bridgewater and Middleborough, a couple of South Shore League opponents. The Green Wave defense, wait till you hear this one, folks. Doing the pitching in the circle is Shannon Varvitsiotis, no surprise there. Casey Bailey doing the catching for her. At first base is Jess Blythe. At second base is Bella Abrams. The shortstop is Brenna Howley. At third base, Allie Kuzley. Ava DiPietro is the left fielder today. In center field is Callie Pino. And in right is Elsie Testa. The Green Wave playing with exactly 9 players due to a international school trip here for the vacation week. That defense will face the offense. The lineup of Avery Chalk leading off for the Panthers. Kiera Kotwicki is batting second. Sarah Buzang is hitting third. Katie Lieberman is batting cleanup. Addie Weiss batting fifth. Kiera O'Brien bats sixth. Ella Weston is hitting seventh. Caitlin Hickey batting eighth. And Josie Nicker is batting ninth. First pitch from Varvitsiotis is up and out of the zone, ball 1. Swing and a miss now. Count evens at 1-1. Varvitsiotis far and away the Green Wave's pitching ace. He's thrown in all 4 games so far. Now ahead in the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. There's 1 away in the top of the first inning. That will send the lefty Kiera Kotwicki up. Kotwicki, the second baseman. Strike 1 over the outside edge. Fouled off out of play now. Varvitsiotis ahead 0-2. That one comes across low. 1-2 now for Varvitsiotis to Kotwicki. Sarah Buzang waiting on deck. 1 out here in the top of the first. Ground ball to first will get past Blythe. And it's a 1-out single. For Kotwicki. That sends up the first baseman, Buzang. Taking off, the pitch dropped by Bailey, so Kotwicki able to advance to second with no throw. That one is just low 2-0. Buzang a hefty lead off of second, rather that's Kotwicki on second. Ground ball to Abrams at second. It's a sacrifice grounder for Buzang as Kotwicki moves up to third, and she's just 60 feet away. Bella Abrams with the play at second. Strike one, meanwhile, tossed into Katie Lieberman, the third baseman. Panthers wearing their baby blue visiting jerseys, navy blue pants. Fouled off out of falling in the field of play, but in foul territory. Now 0-2 to Lieberman. The pitch from Varvitsiotis. Low and away. First ball that Lieberman has seen. Addie Weiss waiting on deck should Lieberman reach. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Varvitsiotis able to get out of the runner on third jam. The Panthers strand one in the top of the first inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first. We'll meet the Panthers defensive set and the Green Wave batting lineup when we come back. Shannon Varvitsiotis is your leadoff hitter today. Bella Abrams bats second. Brenna Howley hitting third for the Green Wave. Casey Bailey batting cleanup. Kelly Pino bats fifth. Elsie Testa hitting sixth. Jess Blythe will stand in seventh. Allie Kuzley is batting eighth, and Ava DiPietro is batting at ninth. In the circle is Kiera O'Brien for the Panthers. Doing the catching for her, Addie Weiss. Sarah Buzang is at first. Kiera Kotwicki is at second. The shortstop is Ella Weston. Katie Lieberman patrolling the hot corner. Caitlin Hickey is in left field. Avery Chalk is in center. And Josie Nicker is in right. Pitch bounces, and it will be a walk for Varvitsiotis. Leadoff hitter aboard for the Green Wave. That sends up Bella Abrams. Abrams squares the bunt, and it is fouled out of play. Bunt dropped down this time, picked up and thrown to first. The sacrifice works as designed. 1-3 on the putout. O'Brien with a good throw, and now Brenna Howley, the shortstop. Looks at strike one. Low and away, a fastball. The dust cloud picks up here. Big Washington Street sea breeze blowing from first out towards left field. Upstairs 2-1 now to Howley. Off the handle of the bat, grounded to second. The throw to first is in time. Varvitsiotis, meanwhile, moves up to third. Back-to-back sacrifices for the Green Wave. Casey Bailey, the cleanup batter. Looks at strike one from O'Brien. That one getting away from O'Brien. 1-1. Line right back to O'Brien, deflected to second. The throw to first in time. The rare 1-4-3 inning-ending putout will leave Varvitsiotis stranded at third base. We'll head to the top of the second. Still scoreless. Franklin due to send up their 5, 6, 7 hitters when we come back. Addie Weiss, Kira O'Brien, and Ella Weston do up for the Franklin Panthers. Varvitsiotis returning, of course, to the circle for her second inning of work. No runs, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts in the first. Ground ball to third. The throw to first is in time for the out. The first time that Allie Kuzley has been tested this game, and she passes. One away here, top of the second. Kira O'Brien, the pitcher, looks at ball one. Straight up, and it fell directly behind the umpire. Bailey never saw it. She might have had a play on it. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Ella Weston, the shortstop, due up next for the Panthers. So Brian's count evens at 2-2. Fouled off to the backstop. Remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kira O'Brien. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch upcoming from Shannon Varvitsiotis. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Thrown on to first. No attempt down for O'Brien, and it is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Varvitsiotis, who wins the duel of the pitchers there. And that brings up Ella Weston. Weston looks at strike 1. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Vinciotis starting this game off hot with 3 strikeouts, 2 groundouts. One, two, chopper to second. Abrams fields it cleanly. The throw to first in time. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the second. Still looking for the game's first run between Franklin and Abington. Calipino, Elsie Testa, Jess Blythe do up for the Green Wave. They face Kira O'Brien. Calipino looks at strike one. Starting center fielder today in place of Madison Perry. Green Wave without a handful of their starters. One and two now to Pino. The 1-2 from O'Brien. Low. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. It'll be a 6-pitch walk, and Pino takes first base. Second base runner, second walk by Kira O'Brien. That brings up Elsie Testa. She squares the sac bunt. It goes down the first base line. She might have a beat out on it. She does. It's a fair ball. How about that from Elsie Testa? Perfectly placed bunt down the first baseline. And that will go for the first hit of the day for the Green Wave. Runners on first and second. Jess Blythe steps in for her first at bat of the morning. Sorry, the coffee hasn't quite kicked in yet. Blythe looks at strike one. Oh, and 2. The pitch from O'Brien upstairs for ball 1. 2 on, no outs here. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ali Kuzli on deck for the Green Wave. Blythe swings and misses for strike 3. And that is good for the first out of the inning. Ali Kuzli, today's starting third baseman. Wild pitch stopped by the umpire's leg, but it doesn't allow the runners to advance to second and third. That's a low ball, 2. So Pino on third, Test on second, first base vacant. There's strike 1 from O'Brien. Upstairs, good work by the catcher, Addie Weiss, to pop up. 3-1, the count to Kuzley. And she'll walk. That loads him up for Ava DiPietro. Normally the starting third baseman. Today she is in left field. Ball 1 low. Nowhere to put her for Franklin. And a 1-out jam here. Two and 0. The 2-0 upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes here for DiPietro, and the top of the order is right around the corner with Shannon Varvitsiotis in the on-deck circle. DiPietro takes strike 1 over the inside corner, looking all the way that time. The 3-1 is upstairs, and they will walk in a run. Pino scoring from third. Testa moves up to third base. Kuzley takes second, back-to-back walks, and that will bring about a pitching change here for the Franklin Panthers. Bases loaded. Green Wave have played at the first run of the game. 1-0. We're in the bottom of the second inning. We'll get the particulars of the pitching change when we come back. O'Brien made it one time through the Green Wave order. 1 run on 1 hit, 4 walks. Sophie Sacramone is the new Franklin pitcher. She faces the top of the Green Wave order. Varvitsiotis tags one to right, drifting back, making the catch. Runners will tag from second and third, and the Green Wave have a second run on the sacrifice from Varvitsiotis, 2 away. Runners on the corners. Testa scoring from third. Kuzley moves up to third. DiPietro held at first. There is a discussion between Franklin's coach want to appeal that Kuzley did not properly tag up at second base. And the with the base umpire agreeing, calling Cousley out. So that will actually retire the side. A moment of confusion here. The Green Wave will leave technically one runner stranded. We'll see if that run wipes out. We'll clean it up in between innings. As of now, we got 2-0 Abington on top. Alright, so bear with me. Even though that was the third out of the inning on the improper tag up by Cousley, the run counts. 2-0 Abington. Bella Abrams will be due up for the Green Wave when we come back for the bottom of the third inning. Caitlin Hickey, Josie Nicker, and Avery Chalk due up for Franklin. Swing and a miss for Hickey. Ball and 2 strikes for Varvitsiotis. Hickey on the board with a leadoff walk. Josie Nicker looks at ball 1. Looking at strike 1 is the right fielder Nicker. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Now the umpire is going to have a conversation. It was a quick conversation. Got a ball and 2 strikes. And that will be strike 3. Good for the first out of the inning. Down by way of Varvitsiotis' 4th K. That is the first looking. Avery Chalk, strikeout victim herself. Her first time up looks at strike 1. Throw down to first, and sliding back in is Hickey. Swing and a miss, a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch from Varvitsiotis outside. 2-2. 2-0 Abington, top of the third inning. Leadoff runner aboard, 1 on, 1 out for the Franklin Panthers. That one popped up. Abrams can't get to it. She'll flip to second. And the Green Wave able to get the lead runner as Hickey thought that Abrams was going to catch it, didn't want to get doubled off first. So it's a fielder's choice single for Chalk. That brings up Kotwicki, who singled her last time up. Sends it to left field this time. DiPietro right there to make the catch that will retire the side. No runs on just that one fielder's choice single. One left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Bella Abrams, Brenna Howley, Casey Bailey due up for the Green Wave when we come back. Bella Abrams sacrifice bunted her first time up. Sophie Sacramone for her first full inning of work. 2-0 the count to Abrams. Upstairs and outside. 3-0 the count to today's starting second baseman. That one catching the outside edge. The 3-1 from Sacramone. Catches the corner again, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Lined up the middle, it's going to drop in for a base hit for Bella Abrams, winning the battle. Second hit of the day for the Green Wave. And now Brenna Howley, who sacrificed grounded her last time up. Drops the bunt down, a diving catch, and that forces Abrams to dive back into first. What a play at third base. For Katie Lieberman. First pitch fouled off by Casey Bailey. Grounded to third. Throw to second. Not going to be in time to get Abrams. And it's a fielder's choice single for Casey Bailey. The Green Wave have runners on first and second. For Callie Pino. Pino walked and scored the first Abington run of the morning. Wild pitch, runners will move up. Bailey at second, Abrams at third. That missed for ball 2. Pitch from Sacramone. Big swing and a miss. 2-1. Green Wave threatening here. Runners on second and third with one out. Pino looks at ball 3. The 3-1 outside, and it's a walk to load the bases. Second walk of the day for Kelly Pino. Elsie Testa singled her last time up. She'll look at ball 1, missing up in the zone. 1-0. Just Blythe awaiting on deck. 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes to Testa now. Big 1-2 from Sacramone. Slashed, it will go foul down the first baseline. The 1-2. Slashed foul again. Testa not going down without a fight. Went down by way of the K her first time up. She offers and misses at strike 1. Check swing foul 0-2. Sacramone, 1 strike away from getting out of a bases loaded jam here in the bottom of the third. Fouled off out of play. Count remains 0-2. Pitch from Sacramone. Popped up left side, it falls in and then spins into foul territory. The 0-2 once again. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. The Green Wave leave them loaded. And we'll head to the top of the 4th inning. No runs for the Green Wave. On 2 hits, no errors, 3 left stranded. 2-0 Abington, headed to the top of the 4th. All right, clarification time. It's 1-0. The sacrifice play back in the, let's see what that was. The 2nd inning is wiped off of the board due to the inadvertent early tag. So, 1-0. Green Wave on top. Sarah Buza and Katie Lieberman, Addie Weiss due up. They'll face Varvitiotis, who has 4 strikeouts so far today. Just 1 hit for Franklin. Witke a single back in the first inning. 0-2 the count to Buzang. Missing outside, 1-2. Chopper, almost a bunt, and picked up in fair territory and going to beat it out is Buzang. It'll go for an infield single. Just hitting the plate and absolutely dying as it bounced into fair territory. Lieberman struck out her first time. Pump fake down to first, no throw by Bailey. Threatening at first is Buzang. Starting to warm up a little bit. Fly ball right field, charging in Testa. She's not going to get there. The throw to second is going to be in time to get Buzang, who slid in. The outfield assist. Nine to 6 on that putout. And that technically goes as a fielder's choice single. Ground ball gets through Howley at short. Moves the runners up to first and second now. Weiss on first. She'll get the courtesy run of the Panthers catcher. Sacramonian for her first at bat. Slashing one foul, a ball, and a strike. First time today that the Panthers have had 2 base runners in an inning. Weston awaiting on deck. Three balls and 1 strike. Slashed to first and colliding with the runner. There's going to be some sort of interference. The throw to second is going to be in time for the out. Another weird one here. So we'll have a meeting at the mound. The scoring on that one, I believe, is going to go 4-6 on the putout. Lieberman's on third. And that is technically a single for Sacramone. So runners on the corners, 2 away. Weston grounded out to Abrams at second, her last time up. Sacramone is going to now take off for second, no throw. Strike one to Weston. Strike two called over the outside edge. The 1-2 from Varvitsiotis. Strike three called over the outside corner. The batter Weston called for time, was not granted time. And that's how the inning is going to end. Strike three over the outside corner. The batter vacant. And the Green Wave get out of the jam again. The Panthers leave two stranded. 1-0 headed to the bottom of the fourth inning. Let the wonkiness continue. We've seen it all today, folks. Top of the fourth. Ending with a vacant batter's box, strike three. Right down Broadway, called. Ali Kuzli, Ava DiPietro, Shannon Varvitsiotis due up. That one slashed foul by Kuzli. She walked her last time up. That's a low ball, too. Sophie Sacramone back in the circle for her third inning of work now. Second full. She has allowed no runs on 2 hits. Fouled off. Count remains 2-2 to Kuzli. Pitch is a called strike three. And that is the first out of the bottom of the fourth. Ava DiPietro walked her last time up. DiPietro fouls off strike one to the backstop. Swing and a miss, strike two. The 0-2 from Sacramone. That is an ephus for ball one, getting away from Sacramone. Another strikeout. Second of the inning. Down goes DiPietro. That brings up Varvitsiotis walking a sack fly today. Hard grounder will get through the hole at second base, roll all the way almost to the warning track. Varvitsiotis heading for second, and she's in with a stand-up double. Perfectly placed. Just kept rolling and ended up hitting the gap in right field. So Bella Abrams, sack bunt, and a single today for her. Looks at ball one. That is another wild pitch. Varvitsiotis will move up to third. Again, just 60 feet away. That second run wiped off of the board for the Green Wave, so a little bit of insurance would be good here for Abington. Pop up to short. He's into the glove, and the fourth inning will come to an end. Still 1-0. Abington on top. Headed to the top of the fifth. Due up, Caitlin Hickey, Josie Nicker, and Avery Chalk for Franklin. Caitlin Hickey walked her first and only trip to the plate so far. Varvitsiotis working on now 5Ks. The last one was that wonky one where abandoning ship was Ella Weston. We're missing outside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes now to Hickey. Count evens at 2-2. Full count, second out. High pop a mile in the air to Abrams at second. She'll make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 in order. Go the Panthers in the top of the fifth. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom half coming up. Brenna Howley, Casey Bailey, Kelly Pino do up for the Green Wave. Bottom half of the fifth. Brenna Howley has sacrificed grounded and attempted to do so a second time, but ended up being a great diving catch from the third baseman, Katie Lieberman. She'll look at strike one from Sacramone. High fly ball to deep left field, drifting back. It's over the glove. It 2 hops the fence in deep left field. Howley's going to stop at second, and it's a leadoff double. Great piece of hitting for Brenna Howley. She's got the Green Wave's 4th hit of the day. That sends up Casey Bailey. She's got one of the 4 with a single her last time up. That one well out of the zone. Ball and a strike. Ground ball up the middle. It's going to get into center field. They're going to send Howley, and no throw. It's cut off by Sacramone, and the Green Wave now have the 2-0 lead back. It's an RBI single for Casey Bailey. That brings up Kelly Pino again. Walked twice today. Hits a high fly ball deep left center field. It's gone! A 2-run home run for Kelly Pino. Gives the Green Wave a 4-0 lead. Absolute bomb. Home run for Kelly Pino. For nothing. The Green Wave lead. Sacramone will remain in the game. So now it's Elsie Testa, who swings and misses at strike 1. That one missing the zone. 1-1. Testa 1 for 2 today. A single and a strikeout. Sacramone on in relief of Kira O'Brien, who started today's game for Franklin. This one slashed foul, 2-2. Another slash foul that will fall in the field of play in the first base side. A lot of foul territory over there. Count remains 2-2. Three-run innings so far for the Green Wave. Ground ball back up the middle. Sacramone deflected it, and beating it out is Elsie Testa. Now it looks as though we'll have some changes for Franklin. Sacramone with a rough start here to the bottom of the 5th. 3 runs, including the shot by Pino. Now a runner on first. The new pitcher will be number 14. That is Kira Kotwicki. So a couple of defensive changes coming as she'll move from second to the circle. We'll get that sorted out and bring you the rest of the bottom of the fifth when we come back. Ava Florist is the new Franklin second baseman, taking off for second, reaching easily is Testa. Stolen base for her. New pitcher is Kira Kotwicki, moving in from second. Bunt squared, it's a ball well outside. Test of the responsibility of Sacramone. Bunt drop down third base. Throw to first in time. Testa will take third. Another sacrifice to move the runner. That sends up Allie Kuzley, walking a strikeout today. She drops down the bunt, dives right in front of the plate, perfectly placed. The throw to first in time, and no attempt home for Testa. Good for the second out of the inning. Sends up DiPietro, walking a strikeout today. Ball one up and out of the zone. Ground ball, second base. The throw to first in time. That will retire the side. Testa stranded at third. We'll head to the top of the sixth inning. Green Wave put up 3 in the bottom of the fifth. They lead it 4-0. 2-3-4 hitters due up. It's the new pitcher, Kira Kotwicki. In there now. She'll look at ball one. Sarah Booza and Katie Lieberman also due up for Franklin. That one fouled off to the fence. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Down goes Kotwicki. Boozang has sat grounded and been retired 9-6. Thrown out at second base. Ground ball to Abrams. Picks it up on the move. The throw to first is going to be in time for out number 2. Katie Lieberman, strikeout. She also reached on a fielder's choice. 2-0 the count. Fly ball deep short. Howley drifting back will make the catch and retire the side. 1-2-3 for the second straight inning. Go the Franklin Panthers. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the sixth. The Green Wave lead it 4-0. Top of the order for the Abington Green Wave at the bottom of the sixth. Shannon Varvitsiotis gets us started with a liner to left and a leadoff single. Third time she's reached today. Bella Abrams is 1 for 3. Drops, squares to bunt, pulls back. It's ball 1. Same thing, except that one is a called strike. Two and one. Abrams looks at strike 2 over the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stay tuned with us throughout the day here as right at the conclusion of this game we'll head over to the Tom Graham Diamond. The varsity baseball team takes on Demon Regional. Abrams fouled it off with 2 strikes, and that is going to be a strikeout. One away as Abrams goes down. One of the lesser seen rules in baseball and softball, you bunt with 2 strikes and it's a foul, you're out. Brenna Howley crushed a double to the left center gap last time. Another one in the dirt. Varvitsiotis will take second. Pitch from Kotwicki inside. 2-0. Chopper to short. Long throw to first is in time, and then Varvitsiotis at third slides in safely. Sack grounder. Gives us 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth for Casey Bailey. Single to right center. Last time she looks at strike 1. Well outside. 1-1. Bailey 2 for 3 today, 2 singles. So ball too low. Pitch from Kotwicki. He's inside. We're on third, 2 away here. Bottom of the sixth. The pitch from Kotwicki. Chopped to short. Picked up and thrown on to first for the out. Varvitsiotis left stranded at third. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Franklin needs 4 to see the bottom half of the inning. Abington up 4-0 at the end of 6. Addie Weiss, Ava Florist, and Ella Weston due up for the Franklin Panthers. In the top of the 7th inning, the Green Wave lead it 4-0. Weiss is 1 for 2. She singled and grounded out to third. Seven strikeouts so far for Varvitsiotis, continuing the 1+ per inning pace. Half swing and a miss for Weiss, 1-1. First pitch between Abington and Demon Regional from Tom Graham Diamond, scheduled for about 15 minutes from now at noon. 3-1 the count to Weiss. Grounded to short. Howley bobbles, throws to first, not in time. Pinch runner at first. It'll be number 19, Sophia Arena. Ava Flores, the new second baseman, steps in for her first at bat and looks at strike one. One is out of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one catching the outer edge. 2-2. High pop-up, that'll get into foul territory and just over the fence. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 from Varvitsiotis. Over the outside corner, strike 3. One away. Top of the 7th. For Ella Weston. She's 0 for 2. Ground out to second, and then that strikeout where she asked for time was not granted it. That's the key piece there. She has to be granted it by the umpires. That one falls in foul territory. She was somewhere near the Green Wave dugout when the umpire called strike 3 over the outside part of the plate. Fly ball to Bella Abrams at second. She makes the catch for the second out. The Panthers down to their last out. Who knows? Head coach Jenna Olam might be onto something. Throw down to second is going to be handled by Howley, but it's a stolen base. Coach Olam must be impressed with the efforts of DiPietro in left and Calipino in center. L.A. Abrams at second. 2-0 the count to Caitlin Hickey, who has walked and struck out today. Pop fly to Blythe at first. The Green Wave win it. 4-0. They shut out the Franklin Panthers. There's your Lions. Franklin, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. The Green Wave, 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Green Wave improved to 3-2 on the season. The Panthers fall to 3-4 on the young year. Thank you for watching this production of Abington Community Access and Media. We'll see you in about 10 minutes from the Tom Graham Diamond, the Green Wave Varsity baseball team hosting Demon Regional. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank our cameraman, Dave Bowen, Paul Flaherty, our intern, Kevin Tachi. On behalf of everyone here at Abington Community Access and Media, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We'll see you next game.